Hey everyone, Reid and Valor. What we're going to talk about in this video is active shooting, how to deal with that, and also show an example of why it's important to remain proficient with your pistol. Let's go ahead and get started. As you paid attention to the news the last couple days, you'll know that a lot of lives were saved up in Indiana by a young man, 22 years of age, Eli Dicken, who saved countless lives with his decision to carry a firearm despite rules at the mall saying you can't carry a firearm. Well, the bad guy didn't get that memo, so he brought a couple rifles, 100 rounds of ammo, and wanted to go shoot up the place. And he figured he was going to rack up his little video game count and all of his anti-psychotropic drugs he was on and all that stuff. Seems to be a theme with these people. So the thing is that it's a game to them until it's not, until somebody chooses to fight them. And so what we're looking at here is a big difference, guys. And don't worry, I'm going to go out to the range here very shortly and show you the drill that we can try to replicate what this young guy did. Obviously, it's not real people getting shot, but it's his actual drill that I came up with. And so we're going to go out there and I'm going to try to do what this young man did. Pretty cool stuff. Seems like he engaged this guy from about somewhere between 40 and 30 yards. They said he saw, from the article I read, he saw the guy and his rifle from about 40 yards away. There's a big food court out there. And when he saw him, he obviously got in the fight. So he moved forward a little bit, got his gun out, and got to work. What's amazing about this is that he shot anywhere between 40 and 30 yards away from the bad guy. He shot 10 rounds. And they said it took him from the time that he acknowledged what was going on to getting the rounds into the bad guys. It said it was about 15 seconds. So that's 10 rounds in 15 seconds while he moved, as he moved forward, planted his feet, got some good shots on there. So here's the thing, guys. I want to illustrate the difference between what happened in Indiana and what happened in Uvalde. In Indiana, you had one young guy, decide to get in the fight. The good guy armed with a pistol, bad guy armed with a rifle. And it just goes to show you, getting in the fight, and this is stuff we teach in our active shooter class. We teach people to use tactics, use good marksmanship, target discrimination, all that stuff. Marksmanship, good mechanics, all that. Get in the fight. Because here's the deal. A guy with a pistol can stop a person with a rifle with good tactics, good marksmanship, and with the mentality and the will to win. And that's exactly what Eli Dicken did. So the thing is, guys, is that one guy got in the fight against a bad guy, took the fight to him, and put the dirt bag down. And I want you to contrast that with what happened in Uvalde. You had nearly 400 officers at that school walking around, picking their nose, shooting hand sanitizer around. They had rifles. They had multiple people with rifles. They had vests on, and they failed to get in the fight. So it just goes to show you, you got to be armed, willing, and able. Armed, got to have your gun with you. Willing, you got to be willing to get in the fight, and able means you got to put the rounds where they need to go when they need to go there. This young man, Eli Dicken, sure did that, whereas you got the highly trained law enforcement down there in Uvalde that didn't. Guys, I know cops out there that would more than willingly get in the fight and have. Okay, they're friends of mine. I know people that have the fighting mentality in LE, because that's what they wear their shield for. They're out there to protect people. A lot of them will. A lot of them won't. I'm not going to guess which one is going to be at a call or which one's going to be responding to active shooters, because you don't know. It's a luck of the draw. You may get a really squared away guy. You may get a guy who's just there for a paycheck and a pension. You just don't know. So the responsibility rests with you, rests with me, rests with all of us to protect ourselves and our family. So let's go out to the range. Let me show you this drill. All right, guys, so on the beep, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw my gun, move forward, displace people, tell them to get out of the way. I'm at 40 yards now. You can probably see our 50-yard line here, so I'm about 10 yards in front of those. So I'm going to move forward another 10 yards because the report said he fired from approximately 30 yards away. He saw him from 40 yards away, so I'm at 40 yards now. I'm going to move forward 10 yards, displace somebody, and I'm going to do this all in 15 seconds, so it's going to be 10 rounds. Starting at 40 yards, running to 30 yards, moving somebody out of the way, 10 rounds in 15 seconds total once it starts, all right? So I'm going to displace somebody and you'll see that. All right, we're going to move forward. Go, get out of the way, get out of the way, get out of the way. Plant your feet, breathe. Everybody okay? Everybody okay? All right, and then from here, guys, we want to breathe, okay? All right. One. All right. Okay. So now we did that, did the time here. .1426, guys. Let's go down and check the hits. All right, so if you look here, guys, I had 10 rounds fired. Had 2 right out there. The rest of them nice high in that center chest. We had our circle, how we normally do on our ridge target. So par for this, obviously, as I said, start at 40 yards, run up to 30. 10 rounds, 15 seconds, 8 out of 10 because Eli got 8 out of 10 hits on the bad guy. So 80%, 8 out of 10 is what we're going for. And that's just on the whole silhouette, guys. If you get 8 out of 10 hits on the silhouette, that's good. I always like to train to a higher standard, so I like to hold these up in the circle. But I got 8 out of 10 in the circle and then 2 out of 10 just slightly outside there. So that's a drill for you. If you like this one and you want to get more drills just like it, we do our active shooter class. We also do pistol craft. We teach a lot of movement around people, marksmanship, all the way from contact distance all the way out to 50 yards, even in our pistol craft class. And we have since 2015. I believe it's very important that we carry our gun with a purpose, but you got to be armed, carrying your gun, willing, and able. Got to have all 3 of those, and that's what we train people to do and have for a very long time. I hope you enjoyed the drill, guys, and if you're under subscription today, go ahead and make sure that you do that. And if you want to learn how to shoot your pistol and actually win and actually protect your family with it, come on out to Valor Ridge and we can help you with that. This is Reid Henrichs of Valor Ridge reminding you the lessons that we learn are written on the tombstones of others. We'll see you on the ridge.